This is POA, the face of Ethiopia, the voice of Africa.
Hello viewers, you are watching Pulse of Africa POA. We bring you the latest updates from around the globe and our top stories. Hotels' preparations for the upcoming AU summit well underway. John Mahama sworn in as Ghana's president. 6.8 magnitude quake hits China's Xizang. Trump Jr. arrives in Greenland after Trump said US should own the territory. Now the full stories. Hotels in Addis Ababa have made all-embracing preparations to offer a warm reception to guests arriving in the city for the upcoming AU summit. The 38th Ordinary Session of the African Union Assembly is scheduled to take place in Addis Ababa on February 15 to 16, 2025. Astor Solomon, president of the Addis Ababa Hotels Owners Association, mentions that 42 hotels have been chosen to host and serve participants for the upcoming momentous event. She highlighted that the selected hotels have finalized their arrangements to offer guests top-notch services blended with authentic African culinary flavors. Eagle Hotel and Spa, Inter-Luxury Hotel, and Sidra International Hotel, among others, have affirmed their dedication to delivering top-tier services extending from airport arrival to departure. Additionally, they have curated tourist packages for guests to discover diverse attractions in both Addis Ababa and its neighboring regions. Ethiopia has effectively finalized the installation of key infrastructure required to supply electricity to Tanzania. In a recent interview with POA, Ashaber Balcha, the chief executive officer of Ethiopian Electric Power, highlighted that the majority of Ethiopia's electricity output is utilized within the country, with the surplus being supplied to neighboring countries. In that respect, he noted that Kenya, Djibouti, and Sudan have already reaped the benefits of Ethiopia's electricity exports. The necessary infrastructure to export power to Tanzania is now fully in place. South Sudan and Somalia have expressed interest in accessing Ethiopia's electricity exports. The CEO noted that the government is sensibly studying these requests to provide an appropriate response. John Mahama has been sworn in for a second term as Ghana's president at a ceremony in the capital Accra, with around 20 African leaders in attendance. Mahama won 56% of the vote in the nation's presidential election on December 9, defeating ruling party candidate and Vice President Mahamudu Bawumia, who secured 41%. He takes over from outgoing President Nana Akufo-Addo, who served 2 terms in power. Mahama was sworn in alongside Jane Nana Akufo-Addo, the first woman to become vice president in Ghana. China and the Republic of Congo reaffirmed the commitment of both countries to advancing China-Africa cooperation and promoting shared development. The two sides reached the consensus in Brazzaville during talks between Denis Sassou Nguesso, President of the Republic of Congo, and Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi. Sassou underscored Africa's growing importance on the global stage and expressed hope that China's focus on the continent will inspire the international community to enhance its support for Africa. Wang conveyed President Xi's message and reiterated China's steadfast commitment to Africa. He described Congo as a vital partner of China, commending its vibrant progress under President Sassou's leadership. Since January 5, 2025, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi has been on a tour of 4 African nations, which includes Namibia, the Republic of the Congo, Chad, and Nigeria. A young boy in Zimbabwe was rescued from a lion-infested national park after going missing for 5 days. Tino Tenda Pudu, 7, went missing from his village in the northwest of the country on December 27. He was eventually found in the Matasadona National Park after a rescue mission involving park rangers, police, and the local community, according to a spokesperson from Zimbabwe Parks, the country's Parks and Wildlife Management Authority. The search for the little boy was impeded by heavy rainfall in the northern region, which made it difficult for rangers to spot his footprints. On December 30, footprints were discovered in an area of the park and Tino Tenda was found in the early hours of the next day. Tino Tenda was taken to a local clinic for preliminary examinations following the rescue and was later moved to a hospital for further medical evaluation. Chinese President Xi Jinping has ordered all-out rescue efforts to save lives and minimize casualties after a magnitude 6.8 earthquake jolted Dingri County in Shiga City, southwest China's Xizang Autonomous Region. The president also ordered for maximum efforts to be made in treating the injured. He also urged efforts to prevent secondary disasters, properly resettle affected residents and handle the aftermath work effectively. It is essential to strengthen earthquake monitoring and promptly allocate emergency rescue supplies, expedite the repair of damaged infrastructure, ensure the basic needs of residents are met, and guarantee a safe and warm winter for all, the president said. Donald Trump Jr. landed in Greenland, the Arctic island. His father, President-elect Donald Trump, has expressed a strong desire to purchase, despite sharp statements from Greenland that it is not for sale. But the trip has fueled speculation about what exactly his father's plans are for this Arctic territory. Greenland is part of the Kingdom of Denmark. In December, Trump revived calls made in his first presidency for U.S. ownership of Greenland, calling it an absolute necessity. Asked at a news conference whether he would rule out using military or economic coercion to gain Greenland, or Panama, which Trump has also expressed desire to own, the president-elect responded, "No, I can't assure you on either of those two, but I can say this, we need them for economic security." The president-elect says owning Greenland is vital for U.S. security, but experts say he may also be eyeing other aspects of Greenland such as its trove of natural resources including rare earth metals, which may become more accessible as climate change melts the territory's ice. Ethiopia is my blood. Your story and our identity. Ornamented by centuries of sacrifices. The story of resurgent Ethiopia and burgeoning Africa is here. Only on the Pulse of Africa channel, all the time. Pulse of Africa. The face of Ethiopia. The voice of Africa. Now on to business news. Ethiopia is aiming to tap into the global market to increase coffee exports and secure a larger share of the expanding export market. Currently, Ethiopia has established 66 coffee export markets worldwide, with the United States, Japan, Belgium, Germany, and Saudi Arabia being the leading importers of Ethiopian coffee in large volume. Director of the Ethiopian Coffee and Tea Authority, Adugna Dabila, aims to boost Ethiopia's coffee export prominence by targeting new global markets. This initiative includes participation in various trade exhibitions and platforms. The authority intends to enhance the Cup of Excellence program, which has effectively showcased Ethiopian coffee on a global scale, contributing significantly to bolstering the country's foreign exchange earnings through heightened export volumes. By the end of this fiscal year, Ethiopia aims to achieve $2 billion in revenue from coffee exports. The world's biggest and most renowned cryptocurrency has turned 16. From mysterious beginnings, Bitcoin has risen to dominate the digital currency spotlight, captivating investors, governments and global leaders. Last month, Bitcoin's record rally topped $107,000 after Donald Trump said he planned to create a U.S. Bitcoin strategic reserve similar to that of oil. Governments held 2.2% of Bitcoin's total supply as of July 2024, as reported by CoinGecko. The U.S. possesses nearly 200,000 Bitcoins valued at more than $20 billion at current levels. China, the United Kingdom, Bhutan and El Salvador are the other countries with a significant amount of Bitcoins. In Africa, Central African Republic became the first country to approve Bitcoin as legal tender in 2022. Bitcoin has surged more than 50% since Trump's election in November. Let's get you updated on the weather scene. That's all from us today. Don't forget to check our website for updates on these and other stories. We thank you for joining us.
This is POA, the face of Ethiopia, the voice of Africa.